Title of this video, man. I don't know if you guys can see me. Um, been scrolling through X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and every report out there is saying that it's going to be Charlo and then Crawford for 2024 for Canelo. Canelo hasn't been active on his social media, and if he is, it's only promoting other things and whatnot. I don't really believe the media as far as Canelo and any other fighter, honestly, like Tank and things like that, other fighters, because every reporter reports something that they've heard. And sometimes whenever Canelo announces his fights, it's not even close to what people were reporting. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I hope and pray that it's not true. I hope and pray that it's not true, because if it is, listen, man, Canelo is one of my favorite fighters. He's one of the fighters that whenever it comes to fight week and fight day, I get pumped. I get excited. I actually order the fight. I actually get something good to eat to enjoy the fight. I enjoy the whole event, right? But to a certain point, even my favorite fighters, I gotta call it how it is. And I said in the past, if Canelo does not fight Benavidez in 2024, he is completely ducking him. And I stand by that. I stand by saying that Canelo is going to duck Benavidez, or is going to be headlining duck, if he doesn't fight Benavidez in 2024. I didn't really care if it was in May or September. I thought it was going to be Munguia and then Benavidez. But the thing is, those are two monsters. Munguia has showed us that he has a dog in him. And he's a big dude. Young lion. I'm not saying he's elite. And just to add to this, guys, I favor Canelo in both of those fights. I favor him a lot more versus Munguia than versus Benavidez. But the fact that we're not getting the best fights is very, it's very frustrating. I get it, he's made millions, and he, to some degree, you can say that he can now choose his opponents. But the thing is, every time you interview him, he always says that he wants to fight the best of the best. But why don't you want to fight the best of the best in your division? And people that often, what's the word I'm looking for? Defend him, is the people that always come with the same excuse. Benavidez hasn't done anything to have Canelo in there with him. But that exact same excuse, you can put it versus other fighters he's faced. What did there's two that always come up. What has he done to earn the fight? That's number one. Number two, that was his mandatory. And those two reasons are not even accurate for Canelo. Canelo is the face of boxing. Canelo can fight anybody he wants. He makes the call. Number two, Canelo could care less about belts at some point. He didn't fight for a belt most of the time. So whenever he fought, what's that Turkish guy, man? I forget his name. What did he do to earn the fight? What did Chavez Jr. do to earn the fight? What did Caleb Smith do to earn the fight? What did Amir Khan do to deserve the fight? What did Kovalev do to earn the fight? What did Jermell Charlo do to earn the fight? I could go on and on and on. Now the second one, it was his mandatory. And I don't want to say this, man, because like I said, Canelo's one of my best, one of my best fighters that I look up to. His drive, his intensity, training, consistency is all there. But whenever Benavidez was a mandatory, he didn't care. Whenever he has tough mandatories, it doesn't matter. He'll fight somebody else for no belts. But whenever it's a mandatory, but it's a very, very easy fight, they'll take it. And that just doesn't sit well with me. Right? Benavidez has done more than enough. Yes, in the past he's failed the drug test, he's failed weight, and yes. But in the past months, in the past few fights, David Benavidez has been in weight, has not felt anything. He's hungry to be that man. But they don't want to give him the opportunity. And he can't really do anything else because he can't call the shots. He can't call the shots. It's just frustrating, honestly, to be a boxing fan. I don't want to see him versus the other Charlo. The other Charlo is going to it's going to end up the same way. Maybe he'll put up a little bit more of a fight because he's naturally more of a middleweight, super middleweight type deal because he's grown into the division. Crawford, it's a big money fight. And Crawford has the skills to pay the bills and has the skills to make it seem like Canelo Floyd Mayweather at one time. But that's not the fights we want to see. That's not the fights we want to see. I love Crawford. I love the way he fights, but I don't want to see him versus Canelo. There's weight classes for a reason. If Canelo wins, there's nothing to gain. And he said it in the past before. If he fights Crawford, there's nothing to gain. I don't know. I don't know how true all of this is. All I know is that I want to see Canelo versus Benavidez. And I've said this before. It favors Canelo to fight him sooner than later. Benavidez is only getting stronger, only getting better. And Canelo is going downhill. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter right now, but he is declining. And it's better for him to fight him now. Munguia deserves a shot too. But I feel like Benavidez deserves a shot even more than Munguia. Munguia is there, and he can give a great fight. But I feel like Benavidez, he has to fight Benavidez. He just has to. He's been the best at the division for years. He wasn't ranked because of the issues he had in the past. But you cannot deny the man's, power and superstar power as well. I mean, two Mexicans going at it. That's selling out arenas. I mean, that's crazy. I can't even put it in words. Like I said, I favor Canelo in the Benavidez fight because he has experience. He has the punching power to keep Benavidez off. But Benavidez is a monster. He has pressure. He comes with combinations. He has youth on his side. There's so many things. I'm not gonna say they're afraid of him, but there's reasons why they haven't faced him yet. And I hope they prove me wrong, and I hope they come out and announce the fight versus Benavidez and Munguia or whoever they want to fight in May. I could care less. I just want Benavidez this year. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not trying to defend Canelo. I'm not trying to bash him either. I'm just calling it how it is. I know there's a lot of people that ride Canelo. I know there's a lot of people that hate on Canelo. I'm in the middle. I'm gonna call it how it is. He's one of my favorite fighters, but sometimes it is a little frustrating when we don't get the fights we want to see at the time we want to see them. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Hit the subscribe button. More boxing coming soon. Yeah, let me know what you guys think.